What was that? That was awful, Mr. Hey, everybody! Welcome to the Big Pop 30 podcast, the WrestleMania prediction show. We usually do this show, and when we do this show, we on audio podcast, but we are live. We're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, and we got a nice panel here. You got me, Gene Baptiste. What is my new name here? Please, let's get this going.
The final grand poobah. No, you know what? Scratch that. The final great grand slam grand poobah of all wrestling.
I don't know why he
You
keeps doing it.
so-
That shit hurts. That
I
kind of
almost hurt
hurts.
my wrist the other day on the other after show I did. I hit it so hard.
Well, I'm glad that you're here, though. After that,
She
you could
saw
have she could have called out.
She watched the AEW main event and was just upset.
Oh shit! Here we go. Here we go. Anyway, I'm the great Grand Slam Pooba. I'm joined with one Gene Baptiste. I am joined with the spectacular Shay Sawyer, aka Sawyer, and we got my favorite Mark Wentz. I think that's the best name I got. Damn, he put the muscle up. He really have a muscle. Guys, it is WrestleMania season. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited about this. I want you guys to take the floor real quick, and we're going to talk about some WrestleMania predictions. It's 2 nights, right? They're going to be in Philly. I got the card. We're going to give our predictions. So, real quick, I mean, we're all gentlemen here, right? Ladies first. One, Shay Sawyer, how are you, madam?
You said we're all gentlemen here?
No.
I meant-
He meant us three.
All
He
right.
meant us three. The great grand slam final grand poobah. Definitely.
What did you say?
Don't misquote this man. All right. But he meant all three of us are gentlemen, and we wanted
I'm
to
not
let the
gonna-
lady go first.
I'm not gonna lie. I just got a text that I just been fined again. Like, here we go. But
So, how much was the fine this time?
Can
$3.
Dang,
Up
she's
every
just upping the
time.
ante on every fine. Jesus.
Absolutely.
Well, I just got a text from. I just got also a text from her that you've just been banned from Big Pop.
No, I'm kidding.
Already?
Mind you,
I only been here 2
disappeared
minutes.
on screen. I'm kidding. But yeah, you said like if I'm excited or about.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, yeah, I am. I really am. The card looks really good, and I'm ready. Like, I think I've said about 10 times, and maybe that's like under counting it of like, is it Saturday yet? Like, I've said that a few times. I just want it to happen already. I really do.
No. Same. Gene Baptiste, how do you feel about WrestleMania this year? What's your excitement level?
From 1 to 10, 34. Definitely 34. I kind of can't wait. This under Triple H's, like, I guess I could say under Triple H's ruling, this seems to be shaping up to be one of the greatest WrestleManias I've seen in quite some time. A lot of decent storylines going in there, a lot of anticipation, a lot of Easter eggs being thrown around. I kind of can't wait to see what happens. Like, I'm ready. You know what? We're Saturday. Let's go. Come on. I got the beer ready. I got everything set. We got to get it going, man.
You got the beer ready. Okay.
Yeah, we got to have
Mark
the beer.
Wynn. Mark Wynn. I mean, if you guys can see underneath his name, it says the casual. He is the casual. He does watch wrestling occasionally. I don't know what you are munching on. It looks fantastic because you're smiling about it, so it just seems like it's great. But how are you feeling about WrestleMania, my friend?
As good as that meal he's eating, I guarantee it. I stand by it.
No.
He said no.
The little bit that I've seen of the card, because I don't even know the full card, there are, exciting bits about it. It does have this air of unpredictability to it, and that's pretty cool. I have my own reasons for not being as excited, but it has nothing to do with the show itself. But as far as like the show itself and like what's going to happen and what those results are, I must say I am a little bit more excited about WrestleMania than usual. So yeah, I think Saturday, Sunday we're in for a good time at WrestleMania. I think we're in for
Absolutely. No, 100%, absolutely. I mean, I think that they have been doing a really good job, especially when you think about a lot of the things. And let's give a quick shout out because this is our guy right here. I mean, right here. This is my favorite Jeffrey in the whole world.
Hey.
Your name is Jean Baptiste.
Oh, I Amy Dumas myself. Oops. Sorry about that.
You're my second. You're always gonna be my favorite one, Jean Baptiste, no matter what. But when I think about this WrestleMania card, right?
Before everybody continues, I got one question for everybody. What
Oh
night are
no.
y'all most excited to watch? Night 1 or night 2?
Ooh, that's a good one. Did you guys see what night 1 and night 2 is looking like? Both you guys.
Nope.
I
Let me
know
look.
I know night 1 they just threw in Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus AOP.
Mm.
You got Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Bianca Belair versus Damage Control. The 6-pack ladder match, I believe, is also night
That's night
1.
1. That's night 1. Yes.
And I'm very looking forward to that because they're actually separating the tag titles, so there's no more undisputed tag titles after night 1.
You said that before. I mean, and we're going to talk about that. But you're asking about nights. I think for me, it's always going to be night 2 because I'm so accustomed to WrestleMania being on a Sunday. So for me, it's like, and don't get me wrong, WrestleMania night 1 could be better than night 2. I feel like there's been a few shows where night 1 was better than night 2, right? But right
Yeah.
now, as it stand, I think I'm leaning towards night 2.
Cap, what are you looking like? Night 1 or night 2?
I just went to look, and the tag match is on night 1,
Night-
so that's the night that I am most excited to see. Yeah.
What's so funny? Why is everyone laughing?
Oh, I think Becky and Rhea also on that night too.
I think they're night 1. Let me just take a
They're
look.
night 1.
I have it.
They're night 1. Bayley and Io Sky are night 2.
As they should be. Yeah. So yeah, night 1 for sure.
Yeah, if I'm right, I think Becky and Rhea are main event in night 1.
Well, we don't know that. No, they're not. No, they're not.
Because
it's gonna be
Oh no, it's gonna Rock and Roman.
You think? Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay? So apparently we have Frank Gallagher on the show tonight because this guy sat here and think that you're gonna have The Rock and he's not main eventing night 1. What are we even doing here anymore, Frank? Frank Gallagher, please.
So
change your name.
Are you saying women are not good enough to main event?
Don't you put words? Don't you put
Cap,
words in my mouth?
I'm gonna need you to send him a
not-
fine. Add a 0 at the end of the
that's not
next
what's
number,
happening.
please.
That's not what's happening. We're not talking about, regular women against regular men. Like we're not talking about regular roster versus regular roster. We're talking
So
about
why did he sound so insulted when I said I think
we're
Becky
talking
and Rhea
about
main
The
event?
Rock. Because we're talking
Who
about
cares?
The Rock.
Rock is Haitian now. I don't care.
I'm sorry.
all right, I'm sorry.
What'd you say,
I'm
boy?
sorry. Look at you now, boy. Look at you
Look
now.
at you now. Look at you now. I might wear this to work tomorrow. I just want to spray this black. I just need a logo right here. But
I don't care what no one says. Dwayne Johnson is Haitian. Like that man had a Haitian
how
shirt
do you?
beating down Cody with the Haitian line and everything. I know. Trust me. Have you ever been beat by a Haitian man? No, I know you haven't. I have. Throughout my whole career. You know why? Because my dad got tired of my shit. And let me tell you, he would say the same thing as Rock.
We are cursing here. Wow, this is a family show. Get your stuff together, bro. Like we don't cuss here. Yeah, it's a family show. This is the most unorganized show I've ever been part of, but I'm for it. But I just wanted to say real quick, I think what makes WrestleMania so cool, right? So there was a lot of matches that I think we all saw coming, right? You had CM Punk going against Seth Rollins. Punk got hurt, so they had to go another route. They also had where The Rock, it looked like they were going to do Rock and Roman, and the fans rebelled against it. And that changed everything. I think there was a lot of changes, and yet they were still able to make WrestleMania work. Because there's a lot of things. Because like, okay, so we have Drew McIntyre. We're going to break down and give predictions, right? Like when I saw Drew going to Seth, I was like, but we already seen it twice, and Seth beat this dude twice. But I think Drew had done a fantastic job on his character work and making it look like he might have a chance winning the championship. But why don't we talk about night 1? Why don't we break this down? They're going to be in Philly. We see you guys in the chat. We see Jeffrey. He said here and said, I want to highlight some of these chats right here. We got WrestleMania. I feel is going to be entertaining and exciting. I agree with you, Jeffrey. I hear people are looking forward to night 1, but I'm excited for the surprises all around. He also says she's looking forward to her guy Finn Balor doesn't lose. I hope he doesn't get dominated. But
here we go. Oh boy.
Just for the record, this is Dan. Thank you, Dan, for stopping by. He's a great guy. He says, for the record, I blame you for my FYP. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I'm in my mid-30s, so I need a dictionary
For
here.
you page. It means for you page.
Oh, okay. Thank you, madam.
Yeah.
Content. Yeah, at the same time, I can see why a ton of friends I know are on board. And he says his money's on Rhea because he did blame me on his TikTok. He just saw a bunch of random Rhea ads, which yeah, those are there.
You know what's gonna
Let's
make
look-
WrestleMania exciting this year? What's making it
Please.
so crazy? A lot
Take
of
the floor.
these matches have interwoven storylines, so
Mhm.
anything can freaking happen. Like with Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth, Drew could end up running in just because there's an issue going on there. Beat him up and damaging him up and soften him up for night two. There's just so much. There's so many different stories going into WrestleMania that won't be resolved with just the match that those prospective superstars are in. Like other matches that kind of decide how this whole story plays out. Even though it's all focused around the bloodline, so many people are involved on it that almost anything can happen, which is why it's becoming like I'm excited. I can't wait. Like I just want night one to start tomorrow. And I need booze. Am I allowed to say booze?
You've done enough damage tonight, sir.
I mean, I haven't been fined, so I feel like I'm okay.
I don't understand. I'm beginning to start to see this certain like favoritism here because I've been fined. I'm literally getting texts as we speak.
Because you're disrespectful. You have no decorum. I'm gonna need you to tone it down, man. Like relax.
Not the guy who was compared to Frank Gallagher. Like the nerve of this guy. Let's go. Let's talk about night one. Night one, they're like I said, they're going to be in Philly. They're going to be at the Lincoln. It's not the Lincoln Center. It's called the Lincoln Financial Center, I believe. Let's go with this first match here. I don't know what's going to open night one. I did like what someone mentioned about they feel like what should open night one is Jey against Jimmy. And I'm for that because in WrestleMania 10, Brett and Owen opened up. And I kind of like that because it's kind of a callback. So, for me, and also too, everyone knows I'm a big Brett guy. So I kind of would like that, but I'm going to go with this. So let's start with this. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, which I wish he would just mind his business, but whatever. Going against the second greatest luchador of all time. I'm sorry, I see facial reactions down there. I'm sorry, is there a problem there? Dragon Lee reminds me like.
That's with me. If you want to go there, we can go there right now.
Well, tell you what, give me a map and I will be there. Thank you for that. We have Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee going against the second greatest luchador of all time, Santos Escobar. Oh my God, I felt like I broke my neck saying that. And Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, I know. I think I just injured myself, but I'm going to continue this. I'm going to continue this with a broken freaking neck, guys. Who do I got going over here? Wow, I didn't actually really put a lot of thought into this match, like who would go over. But I'm going to go with, Rey Mysterio got the win last year. You know what? I'm going to go with Rey and Dragon Lee. I think they're going to get the win. I'm going to go with them going over. Although I think Santos should go over. Dominic, I mean, he's a part of the team, so I guess they will both go over. But I'm going to go Rey and Dragon Lee. We're going to give the floor to you first. Gene Baptiste, I'm going to give you the floor first. April 1st, Mark wins. Go first. I'm just joking.
Wait, what? Ain't today April 3rd? What the hell? Are you drunk?
Not yet.
We need to fix that. I got you, fam. When it comes to that matchup, it could go either way because again, it's too much of a story being played. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee could lose because Carlito could end up turning on him. There's already they've already implanted the seeds of that happening. Or, they might have it where Santos and Dominic loses, and that's just going to create even more turmoil with the Judgment Day because they're already not too happy with Dominic trying to turn the Judgment Day into the new Legado del Fan and LWO, whatever the hell he wants to call himself now.
Oh, you're talking about Santos, the Santos Escobar's crew? You talking about him?
Yes, yeah, Santos Escobar's crew. They're still not a big fan of Andrade. Monday night as we were watching, it seemed like every Latino that showed up, they were just like, yo, this ain't Border Patrol. I'm gonna need you to relax with all these people. Like, Ooh, wait, too far? Too much?
No, I'm sorry. I shook my head. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I think if I was to take a gamble, I would say Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio wins.
Okay. All right. Shay Sawyer, who you got here for this one, madam? I know what time it is because I see you paying attention. I know what's happening. I already know. Yeah, and I'm not even gonna lie. Why is your guy?
Is he winning?
Don't- What? Why is he what?
Is he
I-
winning,
what?
or is he
I
just
just
getting?
wanna- I
Is
just
he
want
getting
to hear.
dominated?
Yeah.
He's just biding his time, and then he's gonna strike daddy ass. It's happening very soon.
I'm not gonna lie. Like every time I hear that name, I fall out all the time. Like, hey, look who's
I wanted to
like,
fall out just now. It's just like strike. Why is she striking Daddy's ass? Like, what is going on here? I need clarity on this. Like, why are you striking Daddy ass? Like,
Yeah, see, it's turning around. But anyways, I honestly think I was talking to a friend and they said, you know what, Jeffrey, I'm not even gonna adjust.
That's right. That's why he's getting a promotion right there.
Do you know
And
what?
also expect to get banned from Pop too because she's been sending those things out wildly. Well, go ahead.
Define.
So I honestly think that it might be Santos and Dominic winning because I feel like Carlito's gonna turn on Ray, 100%.
Good. And you know what? I love that, honestly. I mean, Rey Mysterio has been nothing but a bad influence. So I love this. I love that. You know what I call this? I call this justice. So I love it. Mark wins. Let's keep this train going. 2-2. What do you got going on here? I'm sorry. This is
On the little bit that I know of this match and the people that are in it, I have to go with. You said that Santos Escobar is the second greatest luchador in the history of
the second greatest luchador of all time.
Right,
He's
so
right
here-
underneath one Juventud Guerrera. Yes.
Right. So based on just those type of stats, right? It's WrestleMania. It's a big show, big time show, big time match for whatever the storyline is. I have my money on the second greatest luchador that ever lived, and
Thank you.
and
This is
Eddie
great.
Guerrero's son, because
Unanimous decision.
Eddie Guerrero's son is better than Rey Mysterio. Like you said, Rey Mysterio.
Absolutely.
Is,
Oh my God, Rey Mysterio. Listen, anytime I see Rey Mysterio and he speaks, you know what I say immediately? Like a Nick Cannon CD. I ain't buying it. So I'm tired of one Rey Mysterio. I just wish he would leave me alone. He has been spending many years and decades on bothering me. I will give him props, but not tonight. Sorry, not sorry. Grab a Reese's Pieces. Or is it a Twix? I don't know. Let's move on to the next match because you guys are getting too carried away here. Let's go into the next match. I got Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill going against Damage Control. Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane. We're gonna throw the floor to you first. Mark wins. Who do you think got? Wow, George really came into the chat tonight to take points. You come to my place of work and do this to me? Are you clapping? Are you clapping? Wow.
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Yeah. Why are you cursing so much? What are you doing? Like people, we don't curse on this show. What the fuck is wrong with you, Mark? What do you got going on?
Wait, what curse did I? You just dropped an F-bomb.
Mark.
I feel like there's no way you debut Jade and she loses at WrestleMania because this is her first match, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Mania Rumble don't really count.
Yeah, I think that if this is her first match, there's no way that Jade pulls up on her first match at WrestleMania and loses. I don't see it.
Did he fail the comeback? Is that what happened? I saw the look on your face. He failed the comeback, didn't he? He's counting the lights? Is that what's going on? I know. He's counting the lights, ain't he? His shoulders have a beautiful relationship with that mat, don't it? Mm-hmm.
Mark was speaking.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
I didn't have much left to say. I was just saying that like if there was anybody else in that spot, then maybe there would be a toss up. But I don't think Jade pulls up in her first match. I don't think Jade loses her first match. And then didn't she have like didn't she have like a winning streak in AEW? I feel like depending on how they fit in, how
Oh, I'm so glad that you mentioned winning streaks. I mean, a winning streak, a winning streak,
I
a
was
real
hoping you didn't
winning
mention
streak,
that. I knew
a
this was
real
coming.
winning streak. It's real. Cry me a river.
what are we talking about? That was a real winning streak. Let's be honest. Was it a little inflated? Yes, but like there's research that says that he has at least 150 wins. So.
Oh, it was inflated because they said it was 300 and 0 or some joint like that. I'm just like, wait, what?
It wasn't that high.
176 is the highest number I remember them hearing. But if you do the research, apparently he has about 150. And then the other thing is he wasn't 100. He didn't go 150. He just had 150 win streak. He wasn't 150 and 0. He had like some matches before he was Bill Goldberg. He had some matches and he didn't win it. So there was that.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so there was some flair there. But my point is, I don't see Jade losing her first match.
There we go.
So that's my prediction.
Jean-Baptiste, what do you got here?
Damage control don't win, period. Point blank.
I feel like everyone's going to be saying that. Miss Sawyer, what do you got here?
I literally unmuted it and it muted itself again. Obviously Jade is not losing. Like that's it. That's all I need to know. Like it's not yeah, that's it. Like sorry, damage control. I'm so sorry and I love them, but this is it. It's just no way because I will be flabbergasted if it's anything else. I really would be, truthfully.
I think I agree with all you guys. I don't see Jade losing. I do want to add this, and I saw it in the chat. Shout out to George Lewis, although he took points away from me. That was very rude. Okay, I see Jade. Exactly. I see Jade getting the pin. Who do you see her pinning? I see her pinning. Oh, you think it's Dakota Kai? All right.
Dakota Kai.
I wanted to change. I kind of think Kyrie. What about you guys?
I have no idea. I just know she's
okay. No, that's fair. Okay, no, that's fair. I wanted to change it up a little bit just to add a little spice because I think we all agree Damage Control is going to win, but I do want to
lose.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I switched that up. I'm sorry. Damn, this water is really messed up. But yeah, Damage Control is going to lose, but I wanted to change it up and go like, like how sometimes on those betting things they'll go like.
Kabuki Warriors are like they've literally been the most dominating female tag team in quite some time. They're not going to make any of them look weak. If anything, Dakota Kai is eating that pin completely.
All right.
Like,
what about you? No, go ahead. No, finish your thought, sir.
No, I already did. I did. I'm good.
What about you, madam? Who do you think takes the pinfall here on Damage Control?
Probably Dakota, unfortunately.
All right.
See? Can't escape that.
What was she escaping? What do you mean? Can't escape that? What are you talking about?
Can't escape that. No, listen. As much as you want it to be Kyrie Sane or Asuka,
I didn't say. Whoa! No, this guy has been on this show. He's put words in my mouth like twice. All I'm hearing is nothing but surround sound bitching. How dare you, one Jean-Baptiste? I didn't say I wanted that. Or I'm simply saying, hey, I had to pick between the three. I picked Kyrie. Everyone said Dakota. That's cool. That's fine. But when I'm right, there's not enough room in this van because this is one seat. So that means you're going to have to walk to Dallas.
I'll tell you what. If you're right, I'll walk to Dallas. If you're wrong, Cap's going to have to give you a $3,000 fine.
Oh, my God. Do not put that in our head. Let's go into the next
match. She's ready. She's ready.
Oh,
you know what?
Lord.
3,000 and 2 pennies. Just because. We're just going to add 2 pennies to that, too. Just to make your life inconvenient.
Wow. I'm friends with you. So what do you mean about my inconvenience in life? What are you talking about?
I wanted to write you a $3,000 fine and 2 cents. Like you have to find 2 cents to add on to that because you don't like pennies.
You remember that episode of Dexter's Laboratory? You're definitely right. I don't. Let's talk about this next match. We have a 6-pack a six-pack ladder match. This match is just congested with a lot of people. So you have Judgment Day with Damian Priest and Finn Balor going against Awesome Truth, The Miz and R-Truth, DIY, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, New Day, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods, the New Catch Republican. Whew, let me clear my throat. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, and A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. I do want to throw this out here. I don't know if this is exact, but I read something online and it kind of made me excited because I was like, yo, this would be so cool. So someone
The
I saw
Hardys?
online, no. They were saying A-Town, oh my God, A-Town Down Under might not be in the match, and this might be room for one, the Motor Machine Guns, because they're free agents. And I heard that, and I immediately was like, yo, I would be down for that because Motor Machine Guns are great. They are fantastic. So I would love that. I don't believe that to be a thing. Like if I see them, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna. Mhm.
I heard something similar, but I didn't hear machine guns. I heard they might be taken out for Pretty Deadly, actually.
It would be cool. Pretty Deadly's in there, but I will sit here and say, six-pack challenge. I don't see Judgment Day retaining. I think this is
So
their.
for those out there, because I know
Okay,
back
here we
the Grand Poobah and I, we watched Raw together, and he might have missed this due to the fact that he was cooking in the kitchen or something of that nature. Shout out to the man. But Michael Cole had stated that with the undisputed tag titles, there's going to be two sets of winners. Six-pack challenge works. One team grabs a belt, the match continues until the second pair of belts come off. So we have two winners that might come up there. One team might take all the gold, or it might be separate to two different teams taking home two different sets of titles, literally. So we're gonna throw that out there as well.
So if that's the
Interesting.
case, yeah, no, I think that changes everything. Because I really just had one team winning, but it seemed like you wanted to take the floor first here, Mark. So go ahead, please.
I was gonna ask, which teams are on Raw and which teams are on SmackDown?
Raw
Raw
is
is-
Judgment
oh,
Day,
okay. Oh, here we go.
New Day,
Mhm.
DIY, and Awesome Truth.
Oh wow, 4-2. Okay.
No one saw that. No one saw that. Like no one saw the concern on this woman's face that what you call daddy ass is beating the hell out of Switch. My boy is getting switched badly. Like you know, no
First
one
of all, there's
saw
three
her reaction.
people on him. There's three people on him. So let's not even get into that.
Well, I'm
Why
sorry.
are
You
there?
know,
Wait.
listen,
There are three people on Daddy Ass. Is that what I?
No, there was
What
three
is going
people
on here?
And look at you. Look, he got out. Because you thought, that's what you get. That's what you get.
No, all I'm saying is, last time when three people tried to take me on, I didn't allow anyone to. I didn't take no crap. I sat here. I hit a DDT, then a swinging armbar, and then I hit him with the Vin Diesel special. So my point is, he should do something about it. Sorry, not sorry. Grab a.
You said
grab a.
wait. The Vin Diesel special. You called family?
Yeah, because I'm
Like,
getting
did-
jumped. What do you think? I'm all about being fair. What are you talking about?
I mean,
Well,
you said
carry
the
on.
Vin Diesel special. I'm just like, you just called family, like Mama Bad
No,
Guy
but
show up.
no one saw her face like when I didn't see Jay get dominated, but apparently he must have because I saw her go, and I saw the concern, and I sat there and said, I wish.
It's
and look,
not
I
that
don't
we
like-
didn't
I don't-
see it. I promise you, we
look,
saw it.
Hold on.
We don't want a fine. I'm not joining you when she brings you a big ass fine. You're not about to take me down with you. Because I guarantee you, you see that smirk on her face right now? She's just thinking up a number to send you a fine. I'm not joining you on that. Okay?
This is the funniest
Because
day of
her
the year.
fines are lethal. It started with $2. Now it's up to $3. She's about to make it 40 grand. No, I want ice cream. I like ice cream. Okay? Mr. Softy rips me off enough. Now between that and Shay giving out fines, I'm good.
I'm legitimately looking for my list. Please someone take the floor. Be an adult here because I think people are just.
I got
I
you.
think-
So
Yeah.
Mark wins. The floor was yours. Who you got?
Right. So I
Yeah.
have a convoluted prediction.
Okay.
I want to say this. I will say this. The simplest part of my prediction is that Judgment Day gets dominated.
What is going on with society?
This is my
I don't
best
know.
friend right here.
If
This is my best friend right here. I
if
wish I wish you didn't bring Jeffrey on the show, Mark. Your friend.
Yeah.
I think that DIY wins something, and if A-Town Down Under does not get replaced, then maybe Awesome Truth wins something. If they do get replaced, I think the replacement wins something. That's what I think.
I definitely see Awesome Truth, and I mean to take the floor from you, but like I see Awesome Truth winning. That was honestly my whole entire pick, and now hearing this thing about, but I would ask. Matter of fact, real quick, why don't you take the floor? I'm gonna give it to you first, Shay, and then Jean Baptiste take it because I have a question after. But Sawyer, what do you got here?
Obviously, I know from a logical standpoint that Finn and Damian are probably not going to win, which is obviously to my dismay. But they're not going to be dominated because there's like
we don't know that.
You don't know that.
I mean, there's a pattern. There's a pattern. So
what is the pattern? They have been champions for over it's been 200 days. Where is the domination?
Mark, my lawyer, Mark, please speak. Here we go. I love this beautiful black man, please.
All right, so cool. They, as in two of them, right? That means it's not just Finn Balor. Finn Balor has not been champion by himself for 200 days. If that were the case, then maybe theoretically we could retire the concept of him getting dominated. But because there's the two of them, you know what I'm saying? And then like I said, once again, the lights are brightest here. This is prime time for Finn Balor to get dominated. So I don't know, it is what it is.
He hasn't been getting dominated because he's been reigning champ, beating every tag team that ever comes in his way. I feel like
they, not he. They.
You more don't know.
I don't even want to say they because as of lately, it's been Damian Priest dominating.
The bank briefcase.
Oh no, let her talk.
He's in the brains behind this organization.
I thought Rhea Ripley was the brains behind that organization.
Down to the bone on Monday. And where was Damian? He was too busy worried about Santos Escobar using his darts in the judgment.
You know what? That is poor booking. I said the same thing because when I look, I'm like, all right, well, there's Seth there. Yeah, Damian should cash out now. But what are they going to do? Explain that? I guarantee it's going to be, well, I thought the bloodline wasn't going to let me cash in. Or maybe Drew might have stepped in and stopped him. I don't know. I guess we don't want to.
Oh, go ahead. I think that was hilarious. No, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just thought what Jeffrey wrote was hilarious.
No, I saw that. I was actually reading that. But no, it's I agree with Shay. That Damian Priest kind of looks like one of the biggest idiots of all time. And I still think that Senior Money in the Bank briefcase is fake. He's gonna cash in. It's gonna be nothing. And it's probably Finn Balor who got the real case, cash in and win that world title. Salute to Finn Balor.
But what I will say is I think that The Miz and R-Truth are probably going to win by somehow, but who I would like to win would be DIY.
I agree with you on that. I would like for them to win too. And I think we spoke a lot, right? And we were speaking and we're like, with the tag team division and having it kind of be rebuild and stuff, I think putting the titles on DIY is a great team. If you're talking about I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of the word, but the word that comes to my head is rebranding. But when you're restarting the tag team division, and if I was putting any kind of gold on any tag team, DIY would be it. But I feel like the stuff with Miz and R-Truth, they have this story with Judgment Day, and it almost seemed like, well, what are we leaning towards? And I don't know. I just feel like it leans towards that, leans to them taking over. So yeah, I got that too. Gene, I don't know. Did you get anything in here? Did you want to say anything?
Awesome Truth is definitely taking one of those titles. As far as the second, one thing I just remembered too, and I think it's going on over everybody's heads, is usually after WrestleMania season, ain't that when the brand split starts doing their little drafting, and it's like who's going to Raw? Oh my God, Jesus Christ! I was wondering why the air was getting so thin. That big ass nose was sitting there sucking it all up. Well, welcome home. I lost my train of thought. Sorry, just straight nostrils sucked up all of everything. What was I saying? Oh yeah,
Digitally, really?
yeah. That's how big that big ass nose is, man. You got all he does is just, and everything fades off. And he's like Galactus. He got the nose of Galactus. It's over.
See now you started with this man, and now look at that. Now look at that. Look at that. Don't please leave this man alone. But continue your thought, and we'll move to the next match.
Coming up in here looking like one of Rocket Raccoon's shaved heads, man. Get up, sorry. What I say? Brand split. Like Awesome Truth is getting one. Any team could end up taking another one. DIY might end up taking it and get traded to SmackDown. You never know, because I think we went over this the other day, Poobah. SmackDown doesn't really have too many tag teams. Now that I really think about it, not too many at all.
Not a lot. And also too, like you mentioned that, and there's a possibility that maybe a week or two after we might have the draft. I feel like now they try to do a draft after Mania, so anything is possible. It's just like I don't know. I just go with, because I know this is 2 set of belts, right? You know, you have the Raw and SmackDown thing, but I just got the Miz and R-Truth, but we're going to see how that all plays out. Next match I want to get into, we have Jey Uso against Jimmy Uso, brother versus brother. I mean, this match has been building since after SummerSlam, honestly. I will take the floor here first, if you guys don't mind. I'm going to go with Jimmy Uso going over. I mean, Jey is so over that him losing, like, let's be real. Oh, Jey lose. No one's gonna sit here and go, "Oh my God, that guy's washed." And if you do, you're an idiot. Okay. So if Jey lose, I don't think it does anything, and I feel like there's gonna be some more matches between them. So I'm gonna go with Jimmy going over. So I'm going to give the floor to Mark Wins. So why don't we do it like this? Mark Wins, Shay, and then Jean Baptiste. So Mark, take the floor first. Who do you got in this brother versus brother?
I'm not sure yet. I have a couple of questions. Which?
Oh my God, this guy! I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
Which of the brothers
Sure.
was like trying to not be a part of the bloodline? Like he's like, oh,
Jey.
That's Jey. That's Jey.
Main event Jey.
Main event Jey. Oh.
Yeah.
That means Jimmy is still a part of the bloodline. That
The
means
barking chihuahua.
Honestly, no, he's the smartest one. I mean, I'm sorry. Do you not see when The Rock does? I would be scared of a guy who does that. I saw a guy like that on the A train. I said, I'm not getting on that train. F that. But go ahead. I was scared for my life.
It sounds like you said Jimmy is the one that's been like against the bloodline. I think Jimmy wins.
No, Jimmy is
No,
with the bloodline.
Jimmy's he's the barking chihuahua. He's the lap dog.
Oh, okay. So then Jey wins.
All right.
I think Jey wins simply because I don't know, like I don't want to talk too much about it until like we get into like a little bit of more of the predictions, but the way it's structured, I think Jey wins. That's what I think.
All right. Madam, what do you got here?
Yeah, I think it's probably going to be Jey. Well, I would like for it to be Jimmy for the jokes because I just think it would be funny. But it's probably going to be Jey. So yeah, I think it'll be a really good match. It definitely has possibilities to be like one of the best matches of the night. Truthfully,
I agree. Well said. What about you, Baptiste?
Jimmy loses. I don't want to see him win. No, this little all year. You look at Jimmy, and it's just like, yo, if this clown wins, what are we doing? Like, what have I been watching this whole entire? What story has this been? All for nothing. No, this like I thought Seth Rollins was a walking clown emoji. Jimmy's right behind him. Jimmy's just second to none with that. Jimmy's a goofball. Complete goof.
Jimmy's definitely jokes and stuff like that. But I sit here and go, you got to give Jimmy something. Jimmy got to get something. And I say that because like he doesn't win, he doesn't do anything. You're right. A lot of the times he made to look like a fool. And I was at the Royal Rumble and I saw when he tried to give dap to Karrion Kross and Gunther. I think there was one guy he tried to give dap to. They just chopped him and he literally got mad. And I was like, what getting mad about. And I think
Also, though, you know what, too?
I do. Hold on, I want to get this thought out real quick. I think that you can actually. So if Jimmy wins, think about this, and I know we're going to get further into predictions. Think about this: if Jimmy wins, and I feel like I'm already revealing this, but think about if Jimmy wins and Roman doesn't win at Mania. My tribal chief lost, and meanwhile I, the butt of jokes, won. I'm bragging. I'm bragging.
You know what
I don't
happens when
know.
you brag to the tribal chief and the final boss, right? That don't end well for you. That don't end well for you. Yep. Look at you now. Look at you now, boy. Look at you now. like it don't end well for you. That's literally.
I'm wearing this to work tomorrow. I'm not
that's
taking this off.
The final boss holds the final belt. Like that final weapon is the end of your career.
I'm not gonna lie. When he whooped the ref, it made me so happy. Like I literally, there was a lot of glee when I saw that. I don't know what that ref, and someone said in the chat, right? Like not in the chat. Someone said in the comments, he said he told the ref, "Don't help him," and that ref didn't listen. So he said, "Oh, you want to be deaf? How about you fill this weight belt?" And I love all of that. So good job.
Look at you now.
Listen, I'm gonna watch. I appreciate what The Rock did. I apologize for being ignorant. One, Mr. Rock. I am going to watch The Tooth Fairy tonight to make up for my sins. Good job, Rock.
Why don't you just watch Black Adam?
I did, and you know what? Let's move on. Because I don't. Let's talk about the. I don't know. Did anybody want to add anything else?
No. When it comes to Jey versus Jimmy, like I don't know, like I kind of get tired of seeing the tradition where the heel brother always wins at WrestleMania. Like break that tradition. I'm kind of done with that now. Like it was cool when Owen Hart won because he was definitely a comedic act. Like it was hilarious. He was all over the place. Matt winning was like, okay. I kind of don't want to see Jimmy to win. Like no, like Jimmy doesn't do anything. He's one of those. You know what he is? He's that little dweeb that tends to act all badass when the big guy's not around. It's like, you know what? He ain't here. Let me show you how I do everything. And it's like, you still fail. Why are you here? Yep.
Let me get to
Jimmy takes it out.
We got no yeet. I'm assuming that means Jimmy. Yeah, because Jay says yeet. That was hilarious. So that was funny. They were talking about get out of my ring, you zebra. Yo, he said that? That was great. I'm gonna watch Jumanji Welcome to the Night. Yeah, I think that's like the sequel, right? Like I remember my mother was watching that not that long ago. And I'm not even gonna lie, I said, there's another Rock movie? Because I feel like Rock is in everything. I feel like I saw a toothbrush commercial and I saw the Rock brushing his teeth. And really aggressively too, because he has the
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, no, he don't have the strongest teeth. The strongest teeth in the world is one Steve Harvey. I think Rock is like a mean number 3. Next match, we have the Intercontinental Championship. We have Gunther going against Sami Zayn. I'm going to give you the floor first here. One, Shay Sawyer. What do you got here? Who do you got winning this match?
Obviously, Gunther is winning. I'm sorry. I just don't think he's losing. I just don't. Like, it's not like a shade to Sami. I think Sami is like extraordinary in the ring, especially when he really, really is on one. Really, really good. But Gunther is just in one of those like scary, iconic runs that I feel like you might need like the force of God to maybe like take him out. I mean, not the first time God would have fought in the WWE. So why
Stop it?
I agree. I agree.
Stop it.
I agree with that.
Stop it, madam. Stop it. That was hilarious. 2006 was a wild time. And I know this because my father, when he was watching it, he would sit here and say, "What are you doing?" Yes. So, okay. So you got Gunther going over. We'll give you the floor, Mark Wynn. Who you got in this match? Sami Zayn and Gunther.
Walter.
Yes. Honestly,
I remember seeing Brock Lesnar had the situation, blah blah blah, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, he's allegedly clear of whatever he was cleared of or whatever," and people were talking about, "Oh, maybe the match would be Brock versus Gunther, and that would have been cool. But I wasn't following up, and I didn't. In my mind, it didn't even make any sense because I feel like if it was a real thing, it would have been a bigger deal. Like I feel like I would have seen it more on the internet, on the little bit of wrestling posts that I seen. So since it wasn't real, it's not a thing, and you're just telling me that Sami Zayn is the opponent, I don't see it happening unless Sami Zayn is like a super dirty heel that I don't know about, like Eddie Guerrero, Ric Flair type levels. I don't see
Nope.
him.
Nope.
Okay, then yeah.
Nope.
Gunther wins.
We're talking mid-card Jabba level at this point.
No, I think that's a little intense. No, that's not even true. But I don't see Sammy winning him myself either. I see Gunther winning. Look, this past Monday, and shout out to Sawyer because she was out there at the Barclays Center, so I was watching on TV, and I literally saw Gunther beat both these men up. And matter of fact, when he beat up Chad Gable, I was watching back a reel, and I noticed something as Gunther beat the hell out of Chad Gable. Chad Gable, let's paint a picture here. Let's paint him. I taught Picasso on the coldest day in February, right? Chad Gable goes and he says, "You can't beat Gunther." Meanwhile, apparently he has the cheat code to beat Gunther because this man has beat Gunther, right? Because he has the answer. He had this Rocky-like promo or vignette with Sami, right? And he taught him all these moves and all this stuff. Gunther said, "I don't care," and he proceed to beat up Chad Gable. He beat him so badly. You know how badly he beat him up? I've never got my ass whooped like this before. But he beat him so badly, Chad Gable was missing a shoe. You know immediately that you can never talk ever again if you got your ass whooped and there's one shoe. Have you ever got your ass whooped and there was one shoe? And if you did, don't tell me because I will run that joke to the ground. And he beat up one Chad Gable. And then Sami said, "No, I have to save my friend." And Gunther
What the hell?
said,
Yo, wait. Was I in a freaking time storm when this happened?
Hold on. I am in. What was you in?
Was I in a time storm when this happened? Because I sure as hell don't remember any of that.
Well, I don't know. I can't.
What universe were you watching this?
It's literally on Instagram. Like I'm not. I don't.
Listen. The Raw all I saw was Gunther drag out Chad Gable. I don't know where this fantasy beatdown came from. He just came out like that.
Oh right, yeah. Chad just tripped over his. Chad just tripped over his feet, right? Because he's a klutz. You're right.
I mean,
absolutely.
It's not the first klutzy thing we've seen in the ring, so.
No.
I wish that people would just let me cook when I am cooking. Let me serve you a good meal, and I know you will enjoy a good meal. So let me proceed to do what I do. I am called the final great Grand Slam Pooba. Have some respect. Okay, he's going to get ready to say something. Go ahead. You want to say something? Go ahead.
Trying to season steak with bullshit is not serving a good meal, my man. Like, we're going to cut that out. Okay, these stories here is out of control. I'm gonna need you to lay off the sauce.
I'm gonna need you to have some sauce. Anyway, so let me keep going here. You can't see me, bitch. So anyway, as I was proceeding to say, as I was interrupted in my play, oh, that looked good. Did you make that?
Yes.
Good job. I know this man could cook because this guy's a chef. But I see Gunther beating Sami. But I also did want to say this real quick so we could keep moving on. I did like what someone said because WrestleMania is going to be in Philly. You know what's also in Philly? Rocky, the Rocky movies and all that stuff, right? And I was telling one Jean Baptiste that someone said they could see Gunther beat the hell out of Sami, and someone says throw in the damn towel, and then Chad Gable have to.
There's no easy way out.
There's no show. And honestly, Rocky IV was the best Rocky. I want to throw it out there, but I see Gunther retaining. Jean Baptiste, take the floor. What do you got here?
I remember I told you before.
I do. No, because I love when you try to correct me and you are like literally batting at zero. But I did like this right here. It says here, Jeffrey said they had a video of Gunther beating him in Gorilla. So continue to try to correct me.
It wasn't on air. I didn't see that on air. I know you didn't see it on air because you wasn't even home.
How was I not home?
You went out to a drink.
Yeah, but I think I was home. But once again, Instagram. I mean, it's literally on your phone. But go ahead, take the floor, please. Take it. Go ahead, go ahead, big superstar. Go ahead, superstar.
Now, in all honesty, though, I remember I told you this a while back. I didn't think Sami deserved to be in that match with Gunther to begin with. Like, it made no sense to me. It probably should have been Chad Gable, but at this point, nah, Sami Zayn is not ending that streak at all. Not him. I don't see him doing it.
I don't think he should be the one, but yeah, I agree. The next match we have is the Women's World Championship. We have Rhea Ripley going against Becky Lynch. So why don't we continue to let you have the floor? What do you got here, Jean Baptiste?
Rhea Ripley, hands down. That's the most dominated female in the women's division on Raw so far. On Raw.
Okay.
On Raw.
All
I
right.
won't say SmackDown because Jade Cargill's over there, and yeah, nah, that ain't happening.
All right. Shay Sawyer, who do you got for this match?
I'm gonna say Becky. That's how I feel.
Ooh.
I really
All
feel
right.
that way.
Really? Oh, okay.
All
And
right,
I
George,
love
agree.
Rhea. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Rhea, but I just feel like Becky's gonna do it. And I think that Liv might have some to doings with it, but also it could be that she just beats her. I don't know.
Good point. I forgot about Liv Morgan. Like, good point. I forgot all about that actually.
What do you got, Mark Wins?
My money's on Rhea Ripley. I think she's just hot now. And she's the flavor of the year right now. And I don't think you kill that momentum with an L from Becky Lynch. Like, Becky Lynch is cool, but Becky Lynch kind of sort of also had her time too. So there's also that. And not saying that, she can't get another run. Like, I'm not saying that she's washed or anything like that. Like, she can still obviously go. But I think that this right now it is Rhea Ripley's time, and I don't think barring barring outside factors, you don't take that away from Rhea Ripley.
Okay. I got Rhea Ripley myself. I mean, I was kind of torn here because Becky has been kind of on a pretty good run. Like she won the NXT Championship not that long ago. She has a great batch of matches. The cage match with Trish. The stuff with Tiffany Stratton and NXT. That match earlier this year, her and Nia Jax had a really, really good match. So she's had some really good strain of matches, but I do see Rhea retaining, and I do like what George is saying in the chat here. He said something here, and I think this is interesting here. And he says, remember when Liv said that she's going to take everything from Rhea? I think that's interesting. I think that's an interesting point right there. Jeffrey says, good point. Liv Morgan has beef with Rhea Ripley. We got Mark, sorry, but it's Becky's time. Remember, Becky wrote a book about her life. She wrote a book.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
She wrote a book. If this was, 1999, where books reigned over the internet, sure. But the way the memes and the way Rhea Ripley is all over the internet for no reason, like how you can be a real non-fan and know who Rhea Ripley is, I don't think you take it away. I don't. There is the point where if Liv with the Liv Rhea Ripley beef, I can understand where that comes in. But at the same time, I don't think you take it away from Rhea, and you just make that whatever the next couple pay-per-views is. You make that be the main storyline with her from there, and then take it from there. I don't see it would be. I would be shocked if Rhea Ripley lost at WrestleMania.
I think I would be too.
I wouldn't be too shocked because you do make a great point. Taking it off Rhea probably wouldn't be the best idea, but then again, you look at the narrative and the story that it plays out. I believe, Poobah, you can agree. This year is the end of the Judgment Day. We can all simultaneously agree on that.
I think this is it. I do.
And
I think, and there's a lot of elements to it. But please carry on.
But with that said, Rhea losing the women's title, definitely could also add on to that powder keg just before it blows up and explodes in everybody's face. Because we see the turmoil going on now with Dominic, especially with Dominic Mysterio. There's always been the side eye given towards Senor Leatherpants. It's just building more and more of a narrative.
Who? Senor Leatherpants? Who's that?
Senor Leatherpants.
No, hold up. listen, you already have a job here at Big Pop. Like, what are you doing? Like the way this guy is just, oh yeah, I just made a reference and now I got brownie points. No, I ate all the brownies. Yum, 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 yum. No brownies for you. Matter of fact, crumbs. Clean it up.
Right. So back to my question: who's Senor Leatherpants?
Oh, Damian Priest.
That's hilarious.
You know, and I have this conversation with Shay. I said, you know, Kevin Nash wore leather pants too, right? Like my man rocked. And listen, Kevin Nash rocked some leather pants. Like he really did. Like the man made leather pants cool. Talking about one Kevin Nash, who, by the way, is my third favorite wrestler. You know why he's my third favorite wrestler? I'll tell you why. Because he ended that
beat Goldberg.
fraud. He ended that fraud streak. I love when frauds are exposed. Good job, Kevin Nash. And you know how I knew Kevin Nash would beat him? Bald people are not the strongest people in the world. I'm sorry. Look, I'm going to be quite frank. I thank God every day that I'm not bald. I say, God, thank you. And then I go right back to sleep because I need another 2 hours because I'm in my mid-30s and I need to get some sleep because I don't get enough sleep.
Amen to that, brother. Amen to that.
I would. You know what I would. If I was, you know, and if I could be quite frank, I don't trust bald-headed people because if you can lose your hair, what else can you lose? You're undependable. I'm sorry. If anyone's bald in the chat, I apologize. Please give us a like and subscribe.
Yo.
I feel like people hate me right now. We have in the main event The Rock and Roman Reigns going against Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, and I'm laughing right now because Seth Rollins and Cody thought they had a plan, and these Samoans said, "Fuck your plan," and they beat these guys' ass, wrecked them.
I was crying laughing. I'm just like, yo, wait, the baby faces got thwarted? That's hilarious. That's getting every time. And it's the moment Rock went and reached for that belt, I said, up, here we go. The Haitian beatdown starting again. Look at you now. Look at you now. Poor ref. That ref should have just minded his damn business and left the damn ring. He really should have. But you know what? That's a typical Haitian beatdown because guess what? When we used to get our asses kicked and the siblings would be around and be like, ha ha, and try to laugh, guess what they caught? A lashing for their own. I would know. I've had that.
All right, so we got this tag team match, and if The Rock and Roman wins, night 2 is going to have Cody and Roman. It's going to be Bloodline rules. If Cody and Seth win, it's going to be a straight one-on-one. And I believe that the stipulation here, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I just don't remember on top of my head here, but if Roman beats Cody, Cody can never get a shot at that championship ever again.
Ever again.
So
yeah. He got the same thing as Brock Lesnar.
So we're gonna do night 2 after, but I'm gonna give the floor first to Mark Wins. Who you got winning in this match? Rock and Roman Reigns, Cody and Seth.
So I haven't actually seen any of the recent episodes of Raw. But what I see every day, every time I've seen Cody for the past 2-3 weeks, it's him getting dominated by The Rock. Like in ways that I haven't seen someone get dominated in a very long time. And like you got The Rock, he's calling himself the final boss, and he's out here causing Cody all types of chaos and despair. He is. Yo,
that belt, every final boss needs a weapon. And
right.
we've seen the Rock's final weapon. That belt is ridiculous.
But here's the thing though. Every final boss is designed to get beat. I think Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins will beat The Rock and Roman Reigns. I think that's what happens. Because the way Cody has been getting his entire ass beat for over the past 2-3 weeks, I just don't see how he doesn't. I don't see how he doesn't win that. I don't like, particularly because, never mind, that's a spoiler. We'll get into that later. But when we get to that match, I'll explain my entire everything. But right now I'm saying Seth and Cody wins that match.
All right, Jean Baptiste, what do you got?
See, you know what Mark Wins fails to realize? The Rock ain't no regular final boss. He's that final boss that shows up when you think you've beaten the fight. Like you've beaten Sephiroth, he's all done. You're at 1 HP. You got no potions. You got no ether. Nothing to restore your items. And just when you think the credits are gonna roll, instead, here's the final boss, the Rock himself, just standing there. And it's like it's game over.
But
Rock and Roman are winning.
I feel like Roman is more that final boss right now. Like Roman is that secret final boss. Roman is the all right, I done beat all the levels. I collected all the items, and now I have to face the head of the table, right? Like I get it, final boss is the cool thing to say right now, but the head of the table, that's who we got to beat. Like we've beat all the levels, collected all the items, we did all the synthesizations. You know what I'm saying? We did all the side quests, and now the head of the table, that's the real final boss. That's the tippity toppity of the tippity top. Because
but guess what? Every final boss has add-ons that always come around and just like, why are you here? Like, well, I'm fighting the final boss, and here's a putty that shows up at the side. Like, why are you here? Why are you here? Kill him. Go for the final boss. Another one shows up.
Right, exactly. And then you deal with those things, and you completely beat the final boss, and then the credits roll.
Rock shows up.
Here's the thing, right? No. This is the Rock. The Rock is that final boss. We beat the final boss. The credits roll, and then after the credits roll, and you go to your save file, and it says something like 99.9%. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You gotta go to the head of the table.
No, but all jokes aside, I see because like I said, there's so many different interwoven stories. I see Cody and Seth losing, whether it be interference from the bloodline, interference from Drew McIntyre. There's too many factors that play into it, and you figure going into night 2, bloodline rules is basically anything goes. Who knows who might show up? This is where the excitement and the anticipation builds up with so many rumors of different returns happening and Easter eggs getting thrown out there. It's one of those, all right, bloodline rules, anything goes. You just set the floor up for anything to happen. There was rumors saying that The Rock was a double agent. He's going to turn on Roman. There's rumors saying Austin may show up. Rumors saying Cena may show up. It leaves the floor open for. There you go.
Are you kidding me?
Are
you serious? Did you not hear my rant on bald people, and you want to bring that up?
I will.
No one cared.
I will say this much: there was a stipulation I didn't know that if Rock and Roman wins, then it's a bloodline rules thing and anything goes.
Yeah.
I will say that if they really want Cody to win, then he would have to lose
night 1.
Yeah.
But and there's been too many Easter eggs. Like there's a good chance Austin might show up. Because 2 weeks ago they showed him on the truck when Cody was getting beat down. And I don't know if he was able to see this cap.
I don't think people are reading too deep into that, but go ahead.
Well, no, all right. So I'll say that I would have almost agreed, but then Monday when they were promoting WrestleMania merch, one of the T-shirts I saw was Philly 316, and I'm just like, he might just show up.
But that could also be because we're in Philly. Philly is a wrestling town.
Philly is a wrestling town, but 316 of all things to put 316.
Shay, what do you got here, madam?
Yeah, I honestly felt like they would not have even brought up the whole, if you don't win, it'll be Bloodlines rules if they weren't going to do it anyway. So that's what makes me feel like Cody and Seth are probably going to lose because they wouldn't even brought it up. I feel like because a lot of times when they bring up if you this then this stipulation, most times the stipulation ends up happening. Like they wouldn't even brought it up. Like that's why I feel like more than likely they're going to lose. It's going to be Steph's fault. He's been weak link this entire time, and I love Seth Rollins, but he has been getting on my nerves like so bad. Like it's like the equivalent of like Gretchen Wieners trying to make fetch happen, and that's what he's been trying to do with like.
Oh no!
He has
Not
been
the
doing
Mean
it.
Girls reference.
Even like on Monday, he comes in like, "Oh yeah, because I'm the real champ." Say it again so you could believe it. Say it again, so like seriously, because it's getting ridiculous. The Rock came and personally beat Cody up without like just because Roman wanted it. No one, and then Seth comes the next week. Oh yeah, I'm gonna stand up here because I don't trust you guys. Nobody was worried about you, Seth, at all. You had to speak. You had to come out and request a match. And even then, they said, send it to my assistant's desk. And then you got solo. Like, girl, you keep trying to add yourself in, and it's just like, no, stop it. Worry about, and that's why he's about to lose. You know what? We'll get to his match, but yeah.
Now, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I feel
that
like
was
you already revealed.
And
that was a eulogy.
That's the big part about it, but he needs to worry about his own
No, this is
business.
Ladies and gentlemen,
she
Cap has
formed
just
me.
delivered Seth Rollins' eulogy. Like this,
She
this
just
is a burial.
she actually, you know, what's the funniest thing here is because I don't know if everyone heard this, but she talked about liking Seth. And here's the funniest thing, and you can confirm it here, madam, because I remember you mentioned he's like, I have more Seth Rollins shirts than anything, correct?
I have
And
way
here it
more
is.
Seth Rollins merch. Like of any wrestler, I have the most Seth Rollins merch.
So why did you just bury him like that?
This is the truth. It is the truth. You know what? The thing about it, you have to be honest. Like you want fake fans. So yes, man, just gonna tell you, yeah, man, this is heat. No, you want somebody to tell you, man. Don't put that on the record. You got 12 slots. Don't put that song on there.
She took Burn It Down to a whole new level.
I actually, it was hilarious. Yeah, she did. She really did. She took that Burn It Down to a whole nother level. So, real quick, I just want to, because I want to get tonight too. But yeah, I see the baby faces losing, and I do see Cody eating the pin here. I don't know if you guys want to add anything to that, but like I see Cody taking the pin because I feel like with Seth Rollins, if he gets the pin, like the World Heavyweight Championship, right? It's already the second place belt, right? And I feel like him losing just doesn't help. And it just, I mean, I know they're not intentionally trying to bury that belt. And I don't want to say bury because I feel like wrestling fans just overdo that word so much. They don't even have any idea. They just say things. Like wrestling fans just say things. And I'm just like,
nah, I'm not saying that. Cap just buried Seth Rollins.
No, but people
nobody tell me
bury,
hold up.
Hold up. I want to, if I can finish my thought. People abuse that word so much and have really like they just abuse it to abuse it because they learned the word and they just want to do it. But I think you would do a disservice if you have Seth takes the pin. I would hate for Cody, and there's one of the reasons why I kind of didn't even like this tag team match because I was like, man, Cody and Roman are about to have the match the next night, and one of these guys talking about Cody and Seth got to take the pin, and I wasn't a fan of that. But with all that said, let's move to night 2.
But you don't feel like he'd be protected if Drew ran in? If Drew did a run in and
it doesn't matter.
like,
He took the pin. It doesn't matter. He took the pin. Like for me, and I'm just gonna say on my end, like, and even then, like, and not to say like, because I get why if Drew did it because there's a story there, but I don't even see Drew interfering. I feel like why would he interfere? The Bloodline literally have a whole bunch of other people there. What's Drew? I guess Drew would do that just to hit,
stick it to Seth Rollins. Like the whole point that Drew had when it came to Seth Rollins is you're paying too much attention to the Bloodline and not paying attention to me. Literally, that's his whole shtick when it came to Seth Rollins. So if he did a run-in during that tag team match, all right, now I'm finally on notice. This nonsense is over with. Yeah, agreed.
So the next thing, let's go to night 2. I'm gonna open with this match here. We got Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits going against the Final Testament, Karrion Kross, and the Author of Pain. And as I say all this, I see Mark Wynn saying, "Who?" So, but I'm just gonna go with this real quick. This match, they just added it, and it's a shame because, and I don't know who I was talking to. It might have just been I was talking to myself because I have fun conversations with myself. But the Street Profits just seem so cold right now, and it's a shame because I had a lot of high hopes for the Bobby Lashley Street Profits stuff, and it's just not hitting for me. And then you have the Final Testament, you have Karrion Kross and the Author of Pain. It's cool that the Author of Pains are back because there's a tag team there. That's what you want in your tag team division. Tag teams. So I say all to say, I one, I hope after this they're just done with each other. Like I just hope that they just leave each other alone. They see each other in catering, they just like give a head nod and just be like, "Yo, good stuff," and they just leave each other alone. But I got Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits going over. Shay Soy, who you got in this match?
Yeah, I think probably Bobby and the Street Profits will win, but honestly, I feel like it's been like I don't even understand. This match really was so out of left field for me because I don't think I've been super invested in it.
Same.
And I'm wondering why that is. I really am. But yeah,
It was boring. Our whole feud was freaking boring. It was just beat down after beat down on the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley every week. Nothing changed. All matches came with a non-conclusive ending. Why? Because there was a run-in by Karrion Kross or the Street or the Authors of Pain. And what do we see? Just these poor bastards getting their asses kicked. I'm tired of seeing that. Like, at this point, turn it off. Are we going to go into WrestleMania? Oh, we're going to see the old Bobby. Okay, yeah, great. Old Bobby Lashley returns just to get his ass kicked some more because, let's be real, it's an ongoing thing. Might as well just call it quit. Man, fuck that damn match. Sorry.
I didn't.
What a breakdown.
I know, yeah. What you call it? Do you want to continue your thoughts before we give it to Mark once, sir?
No.
I'm talking about Eugene. Oh,
no,
okay.
No. I will not acknowledge that match.
Okay. Mark wins. What do you got here?
I know nothing about this match, but based on what Jeff said, what Jean Baptiste said, I'm just gonna go ahead and say the Street Profits win. Apparently, they've been getting beat all over the place, and maybe this is their
not beat, dominated.
They've been getting
that's copy. No, that's copyrighted. You know, expect to hear from my lawyer.
Show me the paperwork. Show me the paperwork. Show me the paperwork.
Show you in.
Show me the paperwork. Show me the paperwork. Show me the paperwork. I'm suing you for character defamation. I'm suing you for character defamation. And pain and suffering.
Okay, so apparently the guy who's stuck in the stone gem wants to sit here and have me show papers. Meanwhile, he didn't even know something, and then he was like, "Oh, you don't." No. Okay, please take it easy, Jeff Meltzer. So, you said your piece. Now I'm gonna say my piece. Let's go into the next match here. Wow, that was hilarious. We have. Yeah, I know. Like when I hear you talk, I feel the same way. So we have LA Knight against. Mm-hmm. You know what? You know when you have old age and it's hard to keep up. And I know right now, because I know, like, I give it to one Jean Baptiste because he showed up here. He rubbed some Bengay on the elbow. He said, "I think." Look now, and he fucking flashed out. Like, look at this guy, just pathetic. Look at him, just wow, just pathetic. Jean Baptiste, say help.
Help.
Okay, there we go. We have LA Knight going against AJ Styles. I appreciate George. I appreciate George saying this because he says, "No, Jean Baptiste, it's a bad guy thing. You have no idea. These are my people here." Although George, he always take points from me. But shout out to George, great guy. I call him George Sweaterverse. LA Knight against AJ Styles. Honestly, I think this is gonna be LA Knight's best match. I see LA Knight going over here, and personally for me, I would love for AJ to go over, but I just feel like AJ is in such an atmosphere where, once again, and I'll say this again because wrestling fans and they could be fickle, and some of them could be just downright stupid. And you have fans who, like, if AJ lose, they might be like, "Oh my God, he's done," and all that stuff. And like, come on, please, stop it.
Is
I
that
see LA
really
Knight
a
getting
thing?
this one. Yes, it is. Oh, right, you don't have Twitter.
It's been a thing since Chris Jericho when he was on his losing streak, trying to bump up, talent that needs to be pushed. So yeah,
right.
They were just calling him washed because he lose.
Yep.
Yeah, you really. Wow. Oh, you really don't have Twitter. Like, yeah, Twitter is a terrible place. I know this because sometimes when I go there, I'm like, why are we so mad? I'm trying to figure out why is peanut butter getting top billing over jelly. Meanwhile, I see people saying, "Oh, I'm angry," and then when you write, "Why are you angry?" I don't want to talk about it. Okay. So I really got LA Knight going over, and I also think too with LA Knight. LA Knight has been kind of cold after the Roman Reigns feud. I feel like they're gonna want to spice him up a little bit, heat him up a little bit, and I see LA Knight going over. So I'm gonna go with Jean Baptiste. Who do you got here in this match?
I definitely would go with LA Knight. You're definitely right. He definitely became ice cold since the Roman Reigns bit. And you know what? I can't say that it's all his fault. Too many returns happened, and it's just like you got pushed to the back of the line. In all honesty, so he needs that. He literally needs that win. Like if LA Knight loses, it's like all right, who's really gonna care anymore? It's gonna go from yeah to yo beat it, get lost.
What do you got, Shea Sawyer?
I think that LA Knight is definitely winning. I think this will be a great match for him. I feel like a lot of people, like, they always come at him about his in-ring, how it's not as exciting. I think that this match is definitely going to change a lot of minds. And that's what I just think this whole match is for, just to kind of dispel some, I guess, concerns or, like, things that people may say to make it kind of discredit LA Knight. So I feel like that's what this match is. And AJ's at a point where I could watch him lose 50 matches, and then the next day, if he wins the world title, I'll be like, exactly.
Well said.
Of course.
Damn.
Well, that was so well said. Well said. Mark wins. What do you got, bud?
One of the comments here from Jeffrey says they pushed LA too soon to the World Championship too soon. I agree. He had no business going against Roman Reigns in that state, and I think that's part of the reason. I know y'all said the returns or whatever help push him back to the back of the line, but him going up against Roman Reigns that early in his push or in his heat up and in his rise to becoming over, that probably happened a little too soon.
Don't start your crap, Ziggy. Lights on.
In terms of this match, I would love for AJ Styles to win. That's my guy, but I do think that they're gonna give it to LA Knight. I think LA Knight will find a way to win this, and if he doesn't, I don't. Yeah, no, I don't. There is no if he doesn't. He can't. He cannot lose that match. He really can't.
Right.
Otherwise, he needs to find him. He needs to. I don't know. He needs to do something. If they have him lose that match, that means that that means that he's not being believed in, and he needs to fix that as soon as possible. If not in that match,
I think everyone said some really great things here. I think it is important for LA Knight to get this win. And once again, I just want to reiterate or just re-say, AJ once again, and I liked what Sawyer said here, where he can lose 60 matches, but if you say he's washed, I can never take you seriously. Like, you're somebody that I can't listen to you. Like, your opinions. Matter of fact, I'm gonna throw it back to a certain term that I think people should call people. You're a pea brain if you think AJ Styles is washed, because I think that's just ridiculous here. We have the United States Championship. It's a triple threat. We have Logan Paul. I'm gonna say RIP to his brother because he's going against Mike Tyson.
That's a
going against
handicap match.
going against Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. I'm gonna give you the floor first. One, Shea Sawyer. Who you got for this triple threat?
With all hope, Randy Orton. But,
Okay.
I think that somehow Logan is going to retain. Somehow. I don't know how he's going to do it, but I just feel that way. But I obviously hope that I am extremely wrong. Randy Orton.
All right. Mark wins. We're gonna give you the floor next, dude.
there's a part of me that wants to root for Randy Orton, but there's also a part of me that's rooting for Logan Paul. The only reason why I'm rooting for Logan Paul is because clearly he's taking this seriously. Like, this is like between him and Bad Bunny. Like, it's setting a standard for celebrities entering wrestling matches, and I love it, and that's the only reason why I want Logan Paul to win, because I think it's incredible that he's getting this run. I think it's really incredible that he is getting this run. It's a say what you want about Logan Paul, like whether you're talking about, oh, you shouldn't be in WWE, or you don't like Logan Paul outside WWE, whatever the case may be. The fact of the matter is, it shows that like it's there's like this anything is possible thing with him, and I'm really enjoying it. And like I said, going forward, and when you decide, oh, you're gonna be a celebrity and you're gonna enter a match in the WWE between, like I said, between him and Bad Bunny,
Bad
you
Bunny.
have to step up. You have to put in the work. We're spoiled. We're not gonna just allow you to just come in here and do whatever you thought you was gonna do. Now, of course, that can change in a year or two, and then next thing you know, we have another bit where Snoop Dogg comes in and hit
Oh God.
somebody. Yeah, he hits somebody real quick and saves the segment. But granted, but even then, Snoop Dogg had the mind to know, oh snap, this segment is a little ruined. Let me come in and fix it real quick. So it's like, I don't know, but that's why I'm going for Logan Paul, and I think Logan Paul will continue to have the title. He will retain.
And Jean Baptiste.
Definitely Logan Paul. Mark Wynn said it best. Logan Paul has proven time and time again since coming here that he has an understanding of the business. He's done great work as the cowardly heel. So I definitely think Logan Paul's going to retain it. I wouldn't be surprised if KO ate the pin on that one, due to Logan Paul's antics. But definitely shout out to
Oh
Logan Paul
yeah,
and
that
Bad
was
Bunny,
a
because Logan Paul, since coming here, like with WrestleMania in his first match with The Miz, to his match with Roman, him beating Rey Mysterio, like he's been phenomenal, very phenomenal. So definitely shout out to Logan Paul, but I definitely see him retaining.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I see Logan retaining, and also too, and I just wanted to highlight this because this is exactly something I see here. I want to highlight one. George Lewis, he said, if Logan retains, he mentioned if Logan retains, I want to see him in LA Knight for the United States Championship, and I can see that being what's eventually. I don't know when. I don't have a time period, but I can see that being a thing. Maybe even at SummerSlam, I could see Logan defending that championship against LA Knight and dropping it to LA Knight. So I see him retaining. I want to highlight this. We got Patrick Nelson, Patrick the Full Nelson. I want Logan Paul to win because I like his character work in the wrestling. He grew on me. Logan's a good heel. No, Logan definitely gets it, and I think they did the right decision on making him a heel because they tried to make him a baby, but it just didn't feel right. So like so I agree. The heel work stuff is great. Next match we got here, the WWE Women's Championship. We're two matches. We got two more matches, guys. We're almost there. We're almost there. It's 2 nights, so this was a big one here. But we have the WWE Women's Championship. We have Io Sky defending her championship against Bayley. I want to take the floor first here. I thought about this today, and I was like, who do I got for this? Who do I got for this? I didn't want to sit here and say, we're giving shout outs and stuff like that. And I want to say, like, Bailey's dope. She's great. And I'm glad that she's getting her flowers. And I like that when fans, I forget what poster it was. I don't know if it was Rumble or something like that, but people were really upset that she wasn't on it. And I like that people were like, hey, let's give Bailey her flowers. And she deserved it. She deserved it, especially when she wanted to make this group and she wanted to bring someone like Io Sky and Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai, who when she bought Dakota Kai, who wasn't even with the company anymore, but she wanted to do something with these women. She wanted to uplift these women, and I love that for her. I say all that to say, as I give her her flowers, I see Io Sky retaining this championship. So I'm gonna give the floor to you.
Really?
Yes, I see Io Sky retaining. Who do you got? Because I feel like you as you're in the Soul Stone, you don't agree with me. So what do you have here?
I see Bailey taking it.
Mm, okay,
I see Bailey
okay.
taking the teacher finally sticking it to the student, the arrogant student.
See, I mean, I hear that, right? But see, as a teacher of life, I've never felt that, so I don't know what that means. It's unrelatable content. So I'm going to give it to one. Shay, what do you got here?
I do think Bayley's winning. I don't know. I just feel like she is. I would like to see it as well. I feel like this has been a long time. Like even when they did the little post where they say like, "Oh, how we got here," because you know how WWE does that now. I was like, man, this has been going on for so long, and Bayley has been really fighting to get to that. And I forgot about when Io like handcuffed her during the Money
Yeah,
in the Bank. I was like, oh, that was
yeah.
devious, Bayley. I would have turned right there, honestly. But yeah, I think Bayley's definitely taking it.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be a really good match too, honestly.
Yeah. No, good point. Good point. Mr. Wins, what do you got here, sir?
How long has EO had the title?
I
Uh,
think SummerSlam.
it's
Was it
August.
SummerSlam?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. SummerSlam. You're right.
Who she beat?
Bianca.
Hmm.
But she cashed in her Money in the Bank. So it wasn't like she beat her on a one-on-one. It was a cash in.
Sorry to make this quick. I think that if that's the case, I think Bayley wins. I'll be right back.
Yeah, do you think, dude? As Mr. Mark Wins, I'm glad that he wore pants. Like he stood up and I was like, thank God. We hope to bring more of these big pop live streams here. You never know what's gonna happen. Let's talk about the World Heavyweight Championship. We have Seth Rollins. If he's like still alive after the ass whooping from night one, defending his
Jesus.
championship
I'm not
against
even gonna lie. I feel like that belt's gonna come into play night one.
he's going to defend the championship against Drew McIntyre. We got Mark Wins back here. Mark Wins, can I be heard here, sir? Can I be heard here, star?
Yeah, sure, go
was
for
trying-
it.
All right. Oh, okay, Rocky. Who do you got here for? No one got that Rocky 5 reference. It's hard being me. Who you got here for Seth Rollins going against Drew McIntyre, sir?
That's because I don't like the Rocky movies, but that's a whole other topic.
Why am I friends with these people? Alexa, what is Alexa, what is happening?
Don't
I have
bother.
a
She'll turn on you soon.
I have a whole rant for why I don't like the Rocky movies. You might have heard it once, but I have a whole rant.
No, I'm actually really upset because Alexa actually called me by my shoot name, and I don't like that. And we're going to talk about that. But go ahead. What do you got for this match?
I'm gonna go with Drew because I'm going with Drew. So we're almost there, right? Okay, yeah. I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre. Everybody likes to claim that, on paper, Seth has this he's had this poppin' reign as Player 2 champion, but it's still a Player 2 championship. Drew McIntyre.
All right.
Effing 2.
And like I said, we got one more match. When we talk about that match, I'll explain. I think I'll fully explain some of my previous whatchamacallit.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre.
Jean Baptiste, floor is yours.
I'm just tired of Seth Rollins. I can't even take.
Did you try to get some sleep? Did you try to get some sleep? Thank you for that.
I can't stand him. I can't.
You should sit down.
I am.
Mm.
Yeah. I need a drink. No, in all honesty, though, I am tired of seeing Seth Rollins with that belt. I can't take him serious. Ever since Rock called him a walking clown emoji, I've never taken him seriously ever again. Like everything he does, I just can't help but laugh at him. It's like, what are you doing here? Like watching him last week when Punk and Drew were having this epic promo battle, and you just see Seth come out, and it's like, I had the same sentiments Punk had. Why are you here? You don't belong here. Clearly, weak link. All right, you can't hold your ground. You have no business here. Leave. You're the world heavyweight champion, and no one cares. No one cares. So, please, Drew, save your WrestleMania. Save the world title and take that off Seth Rollins. Finally, once and for all, end this clownish reign and give the people what they really need: a fighting player 2 champion.
I'm sorry. Just shout out to the executive consultant. Thank you for being here, one EC. But I don't know who he's talking about. Is he falling asleep? I'm assuming. I don't know who he's talking about.
I don't know either.
We got
He's drunk.
we got George who says, "Oh, I forgot CM Punk's gonna be on commentary." That is true. What will happen if Punk costs Drew? So, I'm gonna give you the floor here, Matt. I'm
Ooh.
gonna give you. Hold on, real quick before you even say anything. Shay Sawyer, I'm gonna give you the floor. What do you got in this match, madam?
Yeah, obviously Drew is winning because Seth is too concerned with everything. As I said before, his number one downfall has always been Roman. He's obsessed with Roman. He's obsessed that Roman gets the attention. That's why, again, the Shield stuff. He picks with him every once in a while throughout the years. Like, he'll just leave him alone for a little bit. Oh, I'm bothering someone else. Oh, hey, Roman, you're here again. Let me bother you. Like, he really is obsessed with Roman. I really am. I love Seth, but like, this is the truth. The man has been coming for Roman since day one. He can't stand to see Roman doing good. He's gonna get upset, and that is always gonna be his downfall. That's always gonna be his downfall. So yeah, I think that because he's not paying attention, Drew may win, or Damian might catch him slipping. And I hate that. I hate that you gave him that opportunity, Seth. That's what's upsetting me the most, is you've opened up an avenue for leather pants to come through.
And you know what? And I'm glad that you went so I can follow up with this. Yes, and I love all of this. I love that this stressed you out. I love that it opened up an avenue. I think avenues should have stores. So shout out to Damian Priest, Leather Pants Inc. Let's go. I honestly, I'm sorry, what'd you say, man?
I'm just saying this is all documented, so just.
It is documented, and I'm glad. I think there should be a documentary on me. The Bad Guy Story, starring Morgan Freeman. I don't know why he's there, but I want him there. I sit here and think that Seth Rollins is not walking out with this championship at all.
No.
Do I see Drew winning? So I was thinking about scenarios in my head as I'm thinking about this show tonight. And I was like, I can see. So there's so many different ways this can go, right? This can go where this match goes and Damian Cash-In is a triple threat. But part of me was thinking maybe Seth wins, he beats Drew, but Damian cashes in. And I do see Damian cashing in. And there was a period of time where I would say Damian, if he tried to cash in, it's going to be a failure. I see it being a success story at WrestleMania. And I think with him cashing in, it leads to the next chapter for the Judgment Day. Because Jean Baptiste said earlier, like, hey, do I see Judgment Day lasting this year? I don't. And I think this is going to lead into further the split with Judgment Day. So I do see Damian cashing in and successfully cashing in. Let's get into this main event here. But real quick, guys, you're watching the Big Pop 30 podcast. I want to say, first off, thanks to this panel of lovely individuals, Jean Baptiste, Shay Sawyer, and Mark Wins. Thank you guys. I want to thank you guys in the chat where we've gone an hour and some change. So you guys are crazy for staying with us, but I appreciate that. And I know these lovely individuals agree with me when I say that. They should, because I'll give them a fine. Oh, okay. Now we have DJ Kali up in here. Like, how many characters are you going to steal from?
Wait, what? What I say?
So hold on. I want to be professional. Please shut up. So the next match we have is the I'm glad we don't live in the same state anymore. This guy would have punched me in the throat a long time ago. But the main event of night 2, we have the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. We have our tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Let's throw up the ones. I mean, come on, throw up the ones. Throw up the ones. Throw up the ones. Throw up the we have a party pooper up in here. Party pooper Batiste is in the house.
Is that a Cody crybaby I see in the stands?
Hello, crybaby. You big crybaby.
You know, it's okay. I'll be a Cody crybaby. I really do hope Finn gets destroyed in that 6-pack chat. I hope he gets thrown off the ladder twice. Okay? I hope he gets stomped out on. All right?
Where is this coming from? Listen.
I know, right? It's gross. I told you about him. Listen, He's very like I can't trust him. He's very bipolar. I can't trust this man at all. The other day
Yo, what?
I tried to shake this guy's hand. This guy gave me a DDT. I said, dude, what are your problem? So you can't trust him. You know what? Honestly, I don't even know why Mark invited him here. Mark, why did you invite this man?
You do know the text messages don't say Mark wins. They have
I
your
was
name
about
on
to
it.
say, we got the paperwork.
Yeah, we got paperwork that shows it definitely wasn't Mark wins.
I just don't know where you guys
Literally,
came
the
from.
text messages come from the final grand great poobah. I think I
We're
have
gonna
that as your name on my phone too. The
great job.
final great
We're gonna
grand
make
poobah.
We're gonna get some merch going there. But we have the Universal Championship match: Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. It's a rematch from last year. A lot of people were really upset last year that Cody did not win and did not finish his story. Honestly, for me, I loved it because Roman has faced. Look, I'm gonna use an example. Kevin Owens. He faced him 3 times. Kevin Owens couldn't beat him. So Cody's gonna beat him on jump. I'm sorry, I didn't know I was reading a Superman comic. I'm glad that Cody didn't do it. I say all that to say here, and I know we're gonna digest a little bit on this match here, and I'm gonna give you the floor. Shay Sawyer, we'll give it. I'll give the floor to Shay Sawyer, Party Pooper, and then Mark wins. So, I see Cody winning this match, and I see a lot of people right now when they talk about this match, right? They're talking about the end credit. Stone Cold is going to come out. John Cena is going to come out. I think someone said Luthez is going to come out, and Luthez has been gone for many, many years. So if Luthez come out, I'm leaving because whoa. I think someone said. So I think someone said the ghost of Bruno Sammartino is coming out. I don't need to see any of this. That's my point. That is ridiculous. I do see if there was anybody that did come out, I could see John Cena coming out because John Cena got, say with me, Mark, get the head motion, Gary. He got Solo Sikoa dominated John Cena, and I can see him coming out. Stone Cold would just be ridiculous. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If Stone Cold comes out, am I gonna be like a little fanboy? Yes. I have no shame. I would sit here and be like, I can sit right here and be like, Stone Cold's not gonna be here. I hear the glass break. I'm like, oh my god, it's Stone Cold. I'm gonna tell someone it's Stone Cold. It's him. It's him. My favorite bald-headed person in the world. And I don't have a list of people like that. I'm gonna have coming soon, top 5 favorite bald-headed people. But I do see Cody Rhodes winning. I do believe that we're gonna have bloodline rules and they're trying to create all this adversity against him. And but he's gonna overcome it. He's gonna win the championship. And I would ask you guys this. I do want to ask this because I think it's an important question to ask here. Let's go with a timeline where Cody loses, right? Let's go with that, right? Let's go with that. If Cody loses, is he done? Is it game over for him? Is it like pretty much like you can't take him seriously? I'm gonna give you the floor. Shay Sawyer.
No, oh my god, the guy is basically the face of the company. Like every commercial, the guy is there. If he doesn't win a title, like I think he'll be fine. He just won the last 2 Royal Rumbles, for God's sakes. Like he's not gonna like head down to like the bottom of the card. Like he will survive. He will survive. But I do think he's gonna win though. I don't want him to because I just like, again, the same thing with Jay and Jimmy. I just think it will be funny to see. It would be funny. But I think he actually is going to win this time.
You know what? No, if Cody were to lose, Cody loses, then he just give him back Stardust. In all honesty, because you can't tell me two-time Royal Rumble winner. You know, you know what? I get it. You lost your first encounter with Roman. Cool. You went through all this nonsense, then got your ass handed to you by Brock before you finally got the win. Been stomped out, beat down, all this noise. You made it through another Royal Rumble, back-to-back Royal Rumble winner. Then went through the Rock, only to get to this final destination to get this rematch that you feel you deserve. Cody, if you lose this rematch, just pick up this Stardust gimmick, put it back on, and I don't want to hear no more freaking complaining. All right, just go out there and do your best as Stardust. I don't want to hear it no more. I don't care. This face of the company is BS, and long live the tribal chief. Okay, there's nothing more to be said. Nothing more to be said. But however, I do believe Cody's gonna win. I think the question really here is who's gonna screw Roman this year? Who cost Roman the title? Because Cody ain't doing it by himself.
All right, Mark Wins, what do you got here, sir?
All right, so I had Jay beating Jimmy, right? Jay being the the free bird,
Main event,
The
Jay.
rebel, the rebel. Yep,
the rebel, and Jimmy being the lapdog. So yeah, I think Jay beats Jimmy. I had Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins beating The Rock and Roman Reigns because at the end of the day, I don't think Cody wins. Now there's an interesting stipulation that I didn't know before tonight was that if The Rock and Roman Reigns win, then it's the bloodline rules, and there is that possibility where The Rock and Roman Reigns they do win, and then it's bloodline rules, and then then I guess if you want to really finish the story, then that would be the best way for the story to be finished, for it to be bloodline rules, and all the everything is stacked against Cody Rhodes, and he actually somehow finally finds a way to best Roman Reigns. What we had in night 2? I had Seth Rollins losing to Drew McIntyre because even though like I said earlier, on paper he had this fantastic run, I feel like in reality nobody actually cared. What everybody cared about was Roman Reigns. Every time, he only defended the championship, doesn't matter because every time that man came out, it's big as that big fight feel. It's real deal Holyfield time. It's like, oh snap, the champ is here. I don't think Roman loses on night 2. I don't. I think he retains. I think the story will have to continue for another year. I don't know how the story ends, but it doesn't end on Sunday.
The story ends with Stardust Reborn. That's what that
I
ends with.
don't think it ends on Sunday.
No, the story ends Sunday. Story ends with Stardust Reborn. Welcome home, Stardust. Jabba time.
I just don't, because I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't. I get it. Cody Rhodes is the face of the company. He's selling all the merch. But I feel, here's the thing. But if, let's say, for example, Cody Rhodes, it's been about what, a year and a half since he's been in the company, since he came back from AEW?
Talk about Cody.
Maybe 2 years.
He came back in 2022.
2022. Okay.
So I want to say it's 2 years. Yeah.
So let's say he
So maybe next 2 years.
So let's say he won the title in, what was that, 2023, right? Let's say he won the title then. Is he as over as he is now? I don't think so. I really don't think. I think that the hype is finishing the story. I don't see Cody Rhodes as a champion in the WWE. Not yet. I don't see him beating Roman Reigns. That's my big thing. I just don't see it. I don't, because after he beats Cody, he beats Roman Reigns, and then what? Roman Reigns gets his obligatory rematch, and then he probably beats him then, and then I don't know. Does anybody even care? Because now I feel like we go back to round robin with the title, because which may or may not be good for business. That I don't know, but I just feel like this. If we're talking about finishing the story, I don't think this is the end of Roman Reigns' story. I don't.
No, there's things going on with Roman, and I didn't mean to interrupt you, but like even right now, I'm pretty sure there's going to be something between him and The Rock. There's so many different things, and I did like what someone mentioned, because they were even mentioning something about Cody, and you talked about if he wins the championship and stuff like that, right? There's also a story with him and The Rock. I mean, like this whole thing. I mean, there's no way Cody should be letting any of this stuff. I mean, look, The Rock insulted his dog Sawyer, you own a dog. If someone insulted your dog, I already know there would be problems. So you never insult someone's dog. And then he keeps.
She going John Wick.
And if anybody, if you watch, if you watch the show and you hear him, he always says, "Mama Rose." If anyone said "Mama Bad Guy," I kick him in the dick. So I'm just saying he got to get something back with the. I think there's still going to be layers. Is my point when you ask like, "Well, what's next with the Cody?" I don't know for sure. I think that there's still things that he can do. I mean, there's this chase, but like I also sit here and go, and I think you asked a great point when you said, "Well, what's the next?" How long can Cody chase for this championship? And I've seen the memes. I feel like we've all seen the meme. I know I've seen it. There's a meme of Cody, and he's like 75. I have to finish my story. Like it can't be bad.
Cool.
One of
Let
the
him do that,
stipulations.
because
One of the stipulations to this match, Cody loses. He's in the same predicament as Brock. He can never challenge for that title again.
then he
You
can challenge-
say
Win or
that.
go home.
You
then he can
say that.
challenge
You
for-
say
then he can
that.
challenge for Drew's, and he can challenge for Drew's title. That's what he can do.
Right, but see, and I was telling Jean Baptiste this because we had a conversation about it, and I kept telling him like, no, the story is that championship right there, because he kept saying about the heavyweight championship, and I was like, that's not the story. The story is that championship, and I think when you throw in that stipulation, it makes it clear that he needs to win this, and also too, that was something you keep mentioning Brock, but I'm gonna go a little bit further. He had that same storyline in AEW. And he could never go for the whatever that belt is, the AEW World Championship and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
I don't
right.
think,
That's
and,
right.
I, and I don't think you want to go that route. So, with all that said, I mean, look, we can sit here. We'll be here for another hour. We're not going to do that. I just want to sit here and say real quick because that is the show. I want to thank I want to thank these individuals for joining me here. It's 10:30. I already know it's past my bedtime, but I want to thank you guys in the chat for joining us and just joining in with the predictions. We hope to have some more YouTube content here. So with all that said, I like to do plugs. That's just doing this for so many years. What I'm just trained to do. So with that said, I'm gonna give the floor first to because there's gentlemen here and we have a lady here, Shay Sawyer. What do you have going on for yourself, madam?
I mean, well, you can find a new episode of the Big Pop Theory podcast that just got posted this past Monday. You gotta say that first. You can catch me next week, Tuesday, like every Tuesday, directly after NXT with In Cat We Trust for the Meta 2 After Show on bodyslam.net. And you can find me on Twitch as well, streaming. I'm rebranding it. It's gonna get a new design right now, so we're not streaming right now until it's done. But you can, follow me. You. And you can find my Instagram at Shay Sawyer was here, but not here, but there. But I'm here on there.
So does that mean you're there or here?
A bit of both.
I'm confused.
Good.
And it's okay.
No, not for nothing. I'm not gonna lie. That pissed me off because don't steal my gimmick, bro. Where can people find you, one Jean Baptiste?
Right after this episode is done, because I've been told that Helldive has been fixed, so I'm gonna jump on and act a whole madman on there. So definitely catch me on Twitch, DesertStorm459. It's not safe for work due to all the amounts of cursing, not meant for children. That is not a PG show, but I hope to see you guys on there. And sooner or later, you and I are gonna have to collab because Disney Speedstorm has been calling our name for quite some time, and I kind of want to see how enraged you'll get playing a game like that.
I'm
just
always
to get cheated.
I am always like annoyed and stuff like that. So that stuff. Mr. Mark Wins, do you have anything that you would like to plug or anything that you want to say to the lovely people that they should look out for?
They should look out for Roman Reigns continuing his reign because
I love that. Put the ones up! Put the ones up! Put the ones. Put the ones up. Jean Baptiste. Jean Baptiste. Jean Baptiste. Oh my God. Oh, there we go. You know, Mark. Look, I understand that you want to give to people and bring people in, but never again bring this man here ever again.
You invited me. You literally listen, let me tell you something about this guy here, all right? First and foremost, shout out to the Grand Poobah, because we literally sat there and watched and talked shit all 3 hours of Monday Night Raw. Like, I'm talking, we never left the damn phone. He went out to go get a couple of drinks. I went out to get me some chicken wings and everything.
Thank you for exposing me. Thank you.
No, yes, you need to be exposed. All right, the world needs to see the real you. Okay, all right. They need to see the bad guy. All right. My man Ron called me, and we sat there and we talked for 3 hours.
Okay,
straight,
hold up. Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm gonna cut him off because this guy's drinking. I don't call anybody, so you're lying.
All right, I have evidence. I'm gonna post it all over the internet so the world can see this.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna post it on Twitter too. So
okay, you don't have a
then
Twitter.
Tuesday. I do actually.
Okay. All right. Post it. Go ahead. Expose me.
Then you got Tuesday where we sat there and watched all of NXT shooting it up because he's a proud man. And
did I call you? Did I call you?
No. Oh, were you returning my phone call? No. I think I called you because Monday you was definitely returning a phone call. I
was because I'm trying to get better at being a human being. Please be quiet. Okay? Shut your mouth. Let me do final Grand Slam Poobah stuff. Listen, guys, you're watching the Big Pot Theory podcast. We hope to put more content here. We have an audio podcast. Episode 62 went out. I don't believe we're going to record anything this weekend. We're hoping, and I'm going to talk to the team, and we're going to figure out what we're going to do for WrestleMania. But we want to just say thank you, and I sincerely mean that. Thank you for just watching us. We hope that you had a good time watching this. Obviously, you can. Well, I say obviously. That's probably not fair to say all that. Unpopular view, NXT. We're supposed to do Superman and Lois today, but that got canceled. And tomorrow we're going to finish the last episode for Invincible on the entertainment side. Every now and then you can catch me on Hammerlock Hangover. If you leave the door open, I will just come in and I will make myself at home. And you can catch both me and Shay Sawyer for the audio version of the Big Pop Theory podcast. It's always a great time. I want to thank you, gentlemen, for joining both me. Oh, my God. I want to thank you, gentlemen, for joining both me and Shay. You guys were great. Well, Mark, you was fantastic. Jean Baptiste, maybe next time you'll be better. Hopefully next time. Maybe next time. As always, I if I can quote, I'm gonna quote something real quick because I want to end it because I don't want to stay up till 11 at night. There's Aaliyah. She said, "If first you don't succeed, get up and try again." And I wish she kind of didn't say that because Nick Cannon made a few CDs. I'm sorry. With all that said, thank you for watching the Big Pop Theory podcast. We appreciate you guys. And this is the floor where I give it to one Shay Sawyer. So Shay Sawyer, say goodbye to the lovely people.
Goodbye, lovely people.
There we go. Thank you for watching. We'll see you for more content. Bye, guys.